Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. I am so pleased to say we have our first box of the new year. Our Bokksu box for January of 2026 has arrived, and I am just so excited. I look forward to the new boxes every single month. I love getting in here and getting to see everything, especially in person, getting to share that with all of you. And there's just something really special about this being the first box of the new year. So let's get in here. Real quick before we do, I do have to clarify, if you go on Bokksu's website, you'll notice that it is actually listed as their December box. In January of 2024, I believe it was, they had 2 boxes for January, and the boxes have been off ever since. So that's why this, according to Bokksu, is their December box. We count it as the January box. Just letting you know. But yeah, let's get in here. I am so excited. So here is our culture guide. So apparently this month's theme is Reflections in Snow Light. I'm going to set this aside for now just because for the unboxing it's a lot easier to work off of the custom sheet than it is from the culture guide. But if you do get one of these boxes, I highly recommend holding on to these. This is where I get most of my information on the snacks. There's also some really good cultural information. It varies what kind of cultural information from box to box. But in Bokksu's case, there's always some information on different words in Japanese that relates to the theme. And there's usually a maker spotlight as well. Really fun, really interesting. Highly recommend holding on to these. And this is another thing that I really look forward to. So 3 of our 4 boxes include a note from either the founder or the CEO, and Bokksu is one of them. So this is our note from the founder. I look forward to these every single month. I think they're beautiful. Bokksu always does an image that coordinates kind of with the front of their culture guide. I save these, use them as bookmarks. I love them so, so much. Okay, and now we get to the entertaining part of trying to figure out what everything is. They do have like little pictures for me to kind of go off of, but they are very small. Oh. So these are, oh geez, fried fish and potato sticks, tartar sauce flavor. This is going to be interesting. I'm not a big fan of tartar sauce. And then, oh, okay, that's, oh, sorry, I'm seeing that this is a langue de chat, but as it turns out, there are 2 different ones that they sent us. So this one is Karuizawa Maple Langue de Chat. So basically we have a maple langue de chat, which I think could be pretty good. We've had a number of langue de chats on the channel, and they have been really tasty. And here's the other langue de chat, which is the one I had noticed earlier, which is Hokkaido Limited White Fairy langue de chat. I have no idea what that means. That is information I will get from the culture guide. There's always at least one item where I look at it on the custom sheet and I know I have to go to culture guide to find out more about it. So, oh my. This is Nagano Sanka Blueberry Chocolate Cookie. So these cookies are blueberry and chocolate. I think that could be amazing. I really like blueberries, and blueberries don't seem to show up anywhere in snacks very much. At least it feels like that to me. It feels like I have a hard time finding them. They're just calling this special steamed green tea. This is another thing where the culture guide will be super handy just because we get a number of these teas where there's only one ingredient. It's just like the green tea, right? But there's always something different in how it's prepared and how it's grown that just kind of sets it apart. And the culture guide is usually where we find out more about that. Ooh. These look amazing, and they sent me 2 of them. Okay. Oh, no, that's not... Yes, that is... Oh, my word. I apologize. I'm going to set these back because I thought I had found them, but now I'm not sure. But these I know where they are. So these are milk almonds. So it looks like these are sugared almonds that are milk flavored. Feels really interesting for things to be milk flavored in treats, but they really do. It's wild. If you have not tried a milk flavored treat, I do recommend. Just kind of in general, it is something that you have to experience for yourself. So moving on. Sorry, just so many of these have very unusual names that are very hard to read. So these are Funwari Meijin Mochi Puffs caramel flavor. And I recognize this packaging. I believe we've had these before in like Black Sesame, and I remember they were really good. I am really excited to get more. Here we have a bag of potato chips. Right? Potato chips, yes. Yes. Sorry, I get very, very excited about Japanese potato chips. Here we are. So these are Ozak potato chips, seaweed salt. And yes, at the end of this, I will rearrange everything to try and make it more visible. It's just not possible while we're doing this. So here we have, they're just calling this a stick milk cake. But we've had things like this in the past, and I remember they were really, really good. I'm very excited about this. I love when they send us, like, the baked goods. It makes me very, very happy. Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, that was simple. They're just calling these yogurt gummies. Fairly straightforward. These are gummies that are yogurt flavored. Okay, and then we're starting to get where I'm able to kind of, like process of elimination things. But then they have things not packaged in the way that they're in the box on the custom sheet. Okay, here is where they are. These are small finitier cakes. I'd help if I was holding them both. So those are very small, and they are super adorable, and they look really tasty. I'm really excited about these. There's a lot in here that I'm really excited about. So here we have, I recognize the style of packaging, and these have always been really, really good. These ones are One Bite Chestnut Daifuku Mochi. And I recognize the style of packaging on these mochi, and they have always been so soft and tender and absolutely delicious. I am always excited when I see this packaging. Always. It has always been worth it. Oh. Okay, interesting, interesting. So we have, these are, they're calling these mini hot cake maple. This looks a lot like teriyaki. And they look amazing and delicious, and I'm very excited about these. I think they're going to be great. I am super excited. Okay, so now we're down to our last 3 items. Oh, okay. So this is scallop umami senbei. And this, I'm not sure where it is. Oh, mini chocolate marshmallows. So I'm guessing these are mini marshmallows covered in chocolate. I don't think I've seen these before. I am very excited. I think that could be great. And then finally, last but certainly not least. Oh, this is very, very interesting. I am suddenly very nervous about this. Okay, so this is grilled Hokkaido corn soy sauce flavor. And the reason why I say I'm very nervous about this is because, so initially when I picked this up, I was thinking, okay, you know, this is like dried corn bites, something like that. We've had things like that in the past. But then there's this spoon taped to the back. And the package is very squishy. I'm suddenly very, very nervous. I am not a huge fan of corn. There are a few places where I like corn. They are very specific and particular. I tend not to like corn outside of those things, so I tend to get nervous when they send us corn. Especially because we tend to get a number of corn-flavored items, such as the corn pottage Maibo stick. Okay. How to fit everything in here. This is a challenge every single month. Here we go. There we go. Oh my word. I do not think I'm going to fit any more in that box. And yet I somehow have to figure out how to get this in here. Here we go. I have no idea how they do this with websites. They do such a fantastic job. And mine is always a bit of a mess. I hope you can see everything, but this is everything that we have in our box from Bokksu for January of 2025. So I'm going to go through everything, make sure we don't have any duplicates, get everything arranged, and then we are going to jump right into taste testing. The only thing we will pause in this taste testing for is if another box arrives to do the unboxing, but we won't taste test anything from other boxes until we have finished with this one, just because we are first come, first tasted. But there are so many things in here that I think look amazing. I am so excited to get to try all of these wonderful and delicious things and get to share that with all of you. So yeah, if there's something on here that you're thinking you're really excited for, please let me know down in the comments below. And I am just really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be great. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.